Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? I'm excited. Very excited. Alright, let's get this going now. On Twitch, it's actually, I believe the stream title is wrong, but I don't know if I can fix it. Because it's like, oh, something went wrong. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. What do we do? The computer says no. Whoops, something went wrong. Okay, that really sucks. Can I don't know what to do. I guess we'll have a incorrect thing. Well, too bad. I'll see if I can change it later. Alright. Let's get that out of here. We can do that and touch it. Okay. So, what are we doing today? Well, there were some. Now I'm conflicted today actually, so I had to pick something. Let me put on my headphones. So, you know, we're covering a few games on this channel, right? At the moment, it's the Satisfactory, the Dyson Sphere program, Humankind, and Stellaris, right? And three of the four of those got some new things happening today. Exactly today. And yeah, well, I had to pick. So what we're going to look at first is the Dyson Sphere program, because I think this is the most sort of time-bound one that hopefully we can finish this morning. And then, you know, hopefully tomorrow we'll look at Humankind, and then we can also look at Stellaris. So Humankind got some DLC that I want to play with a little bit, and a patch. And Stellaris is running a beta that, you know, is quite interesting. They're making some changes to the Unity system. So I'm interested in all of those. Can I zoom in on this? Okay. What we'll do is we'll go Steam Dyson Sphere program news. Okay, hopefully. Okay, so what we're going to do today though is we're going to be focusing on the patch for Dyson Sphere program, because it's a big change, I believe. So the first thing is that we'll take a look at the details here. And then we'll try out some of the changes. So there's a lot here. I am slightly missing I thought they were going to do something with the Dyson Sphere, but I don't know. Icarus Evolution. Yeah, so they had something there. So we'll have to see if we find any of that. But let's read through it. Okay. So dear Dyson Sphere engineers, the first major update in 2022, the Icarus Evolution, is already available. To make a customization advanced mining machine, okay, Dyson Sphere blueprint also, it's there. New content is ready for your exploration. Thank you for your love and support towards this previous 1 year. You guys are always unique light for the Dyson Sphere universe to us engineers. Okay, version features added, make a customization system. Now you can customize your own mecha in the editor. Okay, take a look at that. Remade Dyson Sphere Editor, okay, great. Remade inner logistics of Dyson's shell and its performance is greatly optimized. Dyson shell is in your old save data, can also gain 10% increase in power generation if you load it after this update. Okay, so it looks like they've increased the power output of the Dyson shell. Added Dyson Sphere blueprint system, very excited for that. Added Dyson Sphere layer hiding function, great. Added new styles for Dyson Sphere frame and Dyson shell. Added spray counter, it can be built on the conveyor belt and it can spray the Proliferator onto the Icarus. Okay, sure. Added Proliferator. Cargoes can receive Proliferator points when they are sprayed. The Proliferator points bring several kinds of buff to the production. Right. Added Automatic Piler. It will automatically stack 2 consecutive incoming cargoes for the low port and output 1 stacked cargo at the high port and greatly increase the capacity of conveyor belt. Okay, interesting. Added Logistics Station integrated logistics technology. Now you can select the cargo stack count in the station panels. Added Geothermal Power Station. Now you can generate power from the magma. Aha, that's what that was all about. Okay. Then we have this. The capacity of logistical vessels are increased and the upper limit of logistics station storage is also increased. Added Advanced Mining Machine. Now you can set speed of mining. It can be placed more freely. Added 3 preset mecha appearances in Mecha Customization System. Added 30 materials to Mecha Customization System. Added Model and Texture Spray Coater. Automatic Piler, Geothermal Power Station, Advanced Mining Machine. Added Frame and animation of mecha wings. It needed to be created and applied in Mecha Editor. Added LD1 LD storage tank and optimized its GPU efficiency. Added parameter of longitude of N in Planet Information Panel. Added 6 new background music. They applied to main UI Dyson Planetary System, Black Hole Planetary System, Industrial Planet, Water Planet, and Planetary Industrial Complex. Changes. Increase the maximum number of total amount of production and consumption. Okay. Looks like they went from a 32-bit integer to a 64-bit integer. Increase the maximum number of stacked for several items and increase the maximum number of logistics drones and install a logistics station from 50 to 100. Okay. Brand new server for Milky Way system with some zero-day clarified bug fixes. Bug where items may appear out of nothing when manually placing items in the assembly interface. Fix the bug that escape button not working when loading. If Milky Way failed, some initialization were corrected. Some of them were funny. Fix some shader conflict between Black Hole and Dyson Shell. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's load up the game. The first thing that I really want to see is how. Oh, wow. Okay, that was quick. The first thing that I really want to see was how the new Dyson Sphere construction works. So I'm really excited about that, and then we'll also check out some of the other things. Personally, I'm not that interested in the mecha customization, so anyway, maybe that's the last thing we'll take a look at. Alright. Oops, I didn't want to do that. 627. Alright, so I think we'll just go into this. This is the last game. Now, I'm also interested in starting a new Dyson Sphere program playthrough because get rid of all of this. But we'll do that at some point. That point isn't right now. Okay. Settings. Where's my gameplay? Auto saving interval. Let's set that to 15 minutes. Let's reduce this a little bit. Okay. So let's see. 47 gigawatts, 100%. So this also tells you about that. Okay. So this seems kind of similar. Okay. Hide bank structures. I see. Ah, okay, so that's how we can hide those, right? That's good. So if we add a new one, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Layer 3, so orbit info, orbit radius. Ah, okay, so there's a sphere blueprint. Structure points, cell point. So how do we change things here? Ah, okay. Make a build plan. So that still works in the same way. Or does it? Okay, so it looks like there's some kind of new things here. So, GTQ frame, builds frames. Okay, so if we pick this one, well, maybe we pick this one. And then I still have to do all the clicks, I suppose. What are these? Let's pause the game. Because I don't actually want this to be built. Okay, there we go. I didn't know that I had rockets available here, but I guess that makes sense. You know, okay, so this blueprint contains information of all Dyson sphere orbits and Dyson sphere layers. In this Dyson sphere, click the button to copy the blueprint code in the system clipboard. With the copy function, you can distribute it in different save files, so you can share with others. Blueprint successfully copied. Okay, so how about what we do? Let's hide that. So in this one here, let's copy this. And then what we can do, let's see, inventory, or make a panel. Okay, looks like we have plenty of what we need here. Let's let's go to a different system. So hang on. Oh, right. Paste blueprint. Blueprint contains information of all layers. Click the button to copy the blueprint code to the system clipboard. With the copy function, you can just recode it. Okay, so what we can do, I guess, is like copy these layers, right? And then let's go to a different system. Hang on. I'm gonna record this. Well, let's first try it out, actually. So let's go to one of the nearby systems. Nope. Give me there. All right. What? That's different. Oh, I was still, I wasn't there yet. Come on. I just to need to get to a, let's say, a star here. One. Here we go. So if we go here, paste. Are you sure you want to apply the blueprint code? Blueprint code to layers. So operation will be planning of all layers and will take effect immediately. Okay. Okay. So it's basically a way the other thing I'm interested in is it's closed hand. Okay. So it basically means that, you know, you can take this and paste it any way that you want. Okay. Is that everything for the Dyson sphere? Let's see. So what did they say? I think it was early on. Dyson sphere blueprint system, there's the layer hiding function. Okay, needs stealth Dyson frame and Dyson shell. Okay. You made Dyson sphere editor. Okay, alright. I think I understand what they did there. So let's go back to our home system. So it means that now I can, you know, oh, this is so cool. I like it. Now you can essentially just get anyone's Dyson sphere blueprint that you want to play with. Okay, I think that's very cool. Because then I don't have to do all the clicks myself, I can just get somebody else's clicks. Alright. Here we go. Which one do we want? We missed, but that's okay. Alright, so the other thing that we're going to be doing in this today is that we're going to be talking about it and making sort of a video about it, right? So I'm going to record sort of the first section of it where we'll discuss the Dyson sphere, or a bit of an overview, and then the Dyson sphere changes, and then we'll sort of explore the other bits. So just keep that in mind. Hello and welcome to this video where we will be looking at the Dyson sphere major update called the Icarus Evolution. So this was just released earlier today, and there are several really cool changes in it that I'm looking forward to explore. And what we're going to do in this video is a combination of looking at the change and like analyzing it a little bit and that sort of stuff. So first is a bit of an overview of all the different features that are available, and the first one here, actually one thing that I'm going to, I'll restart that, but I just want to make sure that I'm audible on that. Let's check. Hello and welcome to this video where we will be exploring what we're going to do in this video. Okay. So that's all good. After restart. Hello and welcome to this video where we will be looking at some major changes that have been released for the Dyson sphere program. So there's a major update, and they're calling it the Icarus Evolution. So there are a few changes embedded in that. There are some changes to the customization, they added some new power plants, they changed how the Dyson sphere works, they added some more things to the mining, and they also added some functions around being able to stack items on the conveyor belt. So we'll be looking at all of those things and showing you some of the effects and some of the new changes that have come out. And we'll do it sort of one by one. The first one that we'll look at, well, the first thing that we'll do is we'll take a bit of an overview, or we'll do a bit of an overview of all the different changes, and then we'll look at each change one by one. So the first change is here that they added some more customization, so we'll be looking at that. They made a lot of changes to the Dyson sphere, so that's the first thing that we're going to be looking at in more detail. They added a spray coat. I don't quite understand what that does, but we'll take a look at that. They also added a Proliferator, and they also added an automatic piler. So I'm very interested to see how this works, because it basically stacks 2 consecutive incoming cargoes on top of each other, so that increases the capacity of the conveyor belt. So we'll take a look at that. We also have a logistics station, integrated logistics technology, so we'll have to see what that is. There's a geothermal power station, which I'm interested to try, so you can generate power from magma, which is cool. They increased the capacity of logistic drones and vessels, so that's interesting. They added an advanced mining machine, which presumably you can see here, so we'll try that out too. Looks like there's a lot sort of more that this thing can do, and a lot more sort of outputs that it can have on it. Lots of changes to the customization system, and yeah, they said automatic piler, geothermal power station, advanced mining machine, and so on. They also increased the maximum amount of production and consumption here, yeah, I think those are the key changes. So we'll take a look at them in turn. So the first thing that I've sort of analyzed in the background is the Dyson sphere system. So the key change here is that they've changed the Dyson sphere editors. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Apparently there's also some performance optimization, and also an increase in the power generation, which is cool. They added the Dyson sphere blueprint system, which is quite neat. They also added the Dyson sphere layer hiding function, and added some new some new stars for the Dyson sphere frame and Dyson shell. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. Actually right now. So let's take a look at the editor. So you can see that it's changed a lot. So one of the functions is that you can now hide layers by right-clicking on it, right? So that's very cool. The other thing, yeah, you can see they have made some changes over here. So we are requesting 40.8 gigawatts, and it can produce 47.7 gigawatts. So it seems that this has increased because I'm not using all of it. So that's really cool. We don't have a Dyson swarm here, unfortunately, but yeah. Then it also looks like you can actually turn off the Dyson sphere in game. Let's actually take a look at that. Okay, so it's gone. Interesting. So yeah, if we turn it back on, oops, then it's of course back. Okay, cool. So that's neat. So this makes it a little bit easier. The other thing that they did is, yeah, they changed some of these sort of looks that you can pick here. So I think before they were sort of, these 2 options. Now they've added a few more options. Let's see. This looks fairly similar. They said I did something, but I'm not sure what it is. Oh, maybe they added sort of this basic one, and then it shows you sort of, like if I set everything to 0 here, it's going to match up with that. And oh yeah, they're showing you a little bit more information here. So that's pretty cool. Okay, but the key change, the most important change, so if you are going to be building this, the clicks are still there, right? Like you still have to do these things and so on. So that's still going to be happening. Let's get rid of these, otherwise I'm going to be starting to build that. But the biggest change, the thing that I was really looking forward to, is this blueprint system, right? So there's actually a blueprint for each of these. You can copy the Dyson Swarm blueprint, the overall Dyson Sphere, and also the Dyson Shell. And the way it works is that essentially you hit this copy button, yeah, and then you can go to a text file and just paste it. And presumably you can then share this over the internet and get other people's Dyson fuel shells. And it's the same for all the others, right? So you can do the same here. Like if we copy that, you know, we can paste that like that. And you know, this works in the same way, right? And then you can share them over the internet and use other people's clicks rather than your own. So the other thing that I'm going to show you is, well, how does it work on the other end? Okay, so let's copy this, we'll paste it into here, right? And then we can make our way over to one of the nearby star systems where I don't have a Dyson sphere. So let's pick, we've already been there, so let's go here. And point at this. But yeah, I'll be back once I'm there. Alright, let's fly up there. I actually wonder if there's new research for me to do. To unlock some of the other things. I don't know. Is this a new kind of planet that I've never been to? It's like an ice sort of planet. Okay. Right, so we have made it to this other galaxy, and as you can see, I don't have anything. Yeah, I do have like some mining operations, but anyway. So what you can see here is that we don't have anything here, and then we just hit paste. And voila, we have our Dyson sphere. So no more million clicks. And of course, like you can copy other people's, right? And I assume what's going to happen here is that, you know, people will put up pictures of it and then you can copy it and use it and so on. So yeah, that's very cool. This change is one of the really important changes for them to make, because it was, you know, it takes like 2 hours of clicking to put together a Dyson sphere. So yeah, this is really, really good. Thank you for making this change and thank you for implementing this. Okay, I'll keep analyzing this patch notes, and the next thing, like once I have the next thing to share, I'll share it with you. So I'll be back shortly. All right. So the next thing that I'm actually very interested in is this automatic piler. So I want to see inventory, mecha pen. Let's see. So that's the traffic monitor, splitter. So there isn't anything else here. It looks like I'm going to have to do some research here. Alright, that's fine. So how did we do research again? Detail display, inventory, replicator, mecha panel. I don't know if I click on this, but okay, so these are some of the infinite ones. Logistics station, cargo stack count. So let's stop this. They've also added more of these. 20 to 20 capacity, planet station storage caps, select storage caps. Okay, so we should look at that. Oh, this has changed. I can't click on this anymore. This cargo stack, right? Research speed. So have they changed anything over here? Solar cell life, 400%, 350%. Okay. Technology. What is this? Proliferator. The advent of Proliferator made a great change to the entire manufacturing when its braid to the cargoes, an extra products gain or production speed up effect will occur. Okay. So we'll take a look at that. Photon spotting mining. Ah, so we will have to do that. Now the problem we have here is integrated logistics system. Yeah, I wanted to try this. The problem is that we have geothermal extraction. We have turned our... Alright, we'll do this. But then we'll also go back home, and then we'll have to figure out how to actually do some of that previous research. Right. Dangerous. Oh boy. Alright, so we have to go to the place where we are producing the white cubes because these have to be turned to actually doing research. So let's see. We can do research. I do want to finish this actually. So where are we actually doing the research then? Is it over here? Yeah. Okay. So we've got about... How long do we have left here? 2 minutes. Okay. I don't think we really need that. But anyway, we'll finish it since we started it. So, okay. So let's take a look at any changes here. Minimum. Do I have any drones? So that's still 10. Okay. I think they changed some things here. Alright, okay, so let's take a look at the logistics station stuff then. Advanced mining. Yep. Customization, Dyson sphere editor. So that's fine. Staff Dyson sphere editor. Added spray coater. Added Proliferator, Piler, logistics station, integrated logistics technology. Now you can select the cargo stack count in the station panels. Max, okay, transportation range of drones, individual vessels, distance never warp, minimum load of drones, maximum load of drones. I don't entirely understand that. So if I click on this, is that what they're talking about? Like this? It says you can I was wondering how that works. I don't understand that. Let's see, is there a... Maybe if I put down a new one. No. That doesn't seem to change it. So you can set the output cargo stack count and configuration in the logistics station. If you check the use check limit, it will automatically default to the maximum cargo stack count. Okay. So we have one here. Maybe it's because my current stack is 0. So it doesn't sort of show up. So let's let this finish. And yeah, we will have to change this to actually do research in a minute. All right, very curious. I hope everything will just keep working, you know. Like, I don't want to actually mess with things here too much. What's my specs for my computer? I have a 360 Ti. This here, well, and some other things like I think I've got an i7 or something. I bought it pre-built, so I don't really know that much about what's in it. Works reasonably well. Okay. Okay, you can now see the output characteristics counting. Ah, okay, alright. So now, okay, I see it. Okay. So now, where did the, oh, right. Technologies. I really want to try this one. So I'm going to be doing a lot of... Where's my mouse? I'm going to be doing a little bit of this. So let's set some of these up for this. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, that's probably enough. I don't really need that. Inventory. Let's see. If I press delete. Right, so I have to press delete to get rid of these. Okay, good. So we have the cargo splitter. So, no, this automatic piler. So let's try that first. So how do you make the automatic piler? Okay. We have essentially a location. Alright. So let's put in interstellar transportation. So we want to produce the... Where are they? Cargo stacker. For that we needed steel. What else? Cogs and machines and processors. These things and processors. We don't need like a huge amount, I don't think. These materials. 500 probably is enough. So let's get those in. The other thing actually is that I wanted to... here we go. So we can actually put 100 in of those now. Okay, and then we just go local demand, don't care where they're from. Okay, cool. And then how many materials is it? 4, right? What's the largest one? Okay, steel and cogs are the largest. So what we'll do, storage, protection. I don't know. Do something like that. So steel and that. Okay, cogs. Oh boy. Oh, I'm not used to this. Actually, something that we should do is just queue up all of this other research. Proliferator, Mark II. Any other research? No. Then we can do these, I suppose, and logistics carrier capacity. Oh, I see. That's infinite, that's infinite, that's infinite. Okay, so there's another one of those. Oh, I see. This is also infinite. Okay. So what is this? Logistics carrier capacity level 11. Then we can do this. Level 13. Okay. So they've just added a lot more of these things. Alright, so I think that I've done all of the technology. Oh, hang on. Kind of want this done first. So let's see, did I miss anything else? So we've done that. It's just this, but I don't really want to do that, it doesn't matter. Alright, then we can just do these guys here. Then we can enqueue this. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see. Then we need some mergers. Okay. Oh boy. And then... Alright, let's land. Come on, land. There you go. And then we need, what, some processors. And then we need return. Okay. Input, output, input and input. Alright. And put one there. Put one there. Oh, I didn't set the recipe. Proliferator. So let's put that recipe in there. Alright, we have one. Yay. Alright, so let's put one of those down. Rotate, here we go. Okay, so it needs power. Let's get some of this steel. Oh. Hey, I can't pronounce your name, but thanks for the dollar, for the rubies. Alright, so this is the steel, and then I'm very interested. Aha! Look at that! So this actually shows us an interesting thing, because this is double stacked and this is quadruple stacked. So storage, oh, we don't have any of that. Did I build that anywhere? Storage boxes. Okay, let's see, it's maybe over here. Nope. Nope, we don't have anything there. Don't have it there. Trying to see if we've put down storage boxes anywhere. I thought that we did. There's splitters. I was so sure that we would have done that. I'm also surprised that there are no... Ah, here we go. There's that. So how do you make them then? Alright, so we'll quickly put together a little bit of a build. How do you make these? Okay. Because I want to see how that... Well, actually, that's probably enough. Alright. Very cool. So... what we've got here is actually for this to be 2, and if so there's this checkbox, otherwise I can sort of change it, I see. Okay, but I really should just put down that, let's make those, hang on, it's gonna take like a second, and then I will have what I need here. Okay, we want those ones. For that I need that, and I need steel, right? Yeah, and I'm just going to demand it from wherever. You can put these in and these in. Okay, production. Let's put some of these down. Buildings, this one, oops, this one here, and then, alright, we probably shouldn't have had that one there. Alright, so let's get this. this out. Okay, so input, and then we just need output. I'm not gonna make this beautiful. It's just going to be very functional for the purpose of alright, storage map 2. Probably don't need like a huge number of them. 600 is probably enough. Okay. Power. Alright, so we already have what we need here. That's quick. So let's put this storage box on the output here so we can just demonstrate the way that this works. Oops. Alright, that's pretty cool. So you would really need like shift. You'd essentially need, what, 2 of them to get a full belt. Alright. We grab like get some more steel. This is somewhat problematic, so let's get rid of this. Let's get like a material, a different one, where we can demonstrate this a little bit better. Alright. That's not really going to help. Alright, let's just get a simple material like, I don't know. What should I have a lot of here? Water? Alright, let's get water. And you can have those. And I guess these. Okay, and then you need power. Actually, I want that to continue to work. Alright, let's just get a few of these. Get water. All right. I think this should be fine to demonstrate it. Okay, so let's keep going here. Alright, the next one that we're going to look at is this automatic piler. It will automatically stack 2 consecutive medium cargoes for the low port and output 1 stacked cargo at the high port and greatly increase the capacity. Right. So that's one interesting thing. And then the other part is that they added the logistics station integrated logistics technology. Now you can select the cargo stack count in the station panel. So we'll take a look at how that actually functions in practice. I should actually... Alright, so the way that works, right, so for the interstellar station, the logistics station, there's this new output stack count configuration option. So one of the things you can do is just use the tech limit, right, and then this will keep going up depending on the technologies that you unlock. Now, if you look at the technology tree here, there's this new one here, which costs these universe matrix, where it unlocks the ability to stack cargo, right? And this is the logistics station. cargo stacking that you can unlock, and it can go up to 4, it looks like, right? And then you can also have you can also use these proliferators. So that has an impact on this, right? So if you can go up to 4, then the logistics station will automatically stack to 4, right? And if we uncheck this, then you can set it to 1 if you want. And if we look at that, then it'll, instead of sort of doing a double stack, it'll do a single stack here, right? Okay, so let's set that back to 2. Then the other thing that they were talking about was these automatic pilers, right? So that is also some research that you have to do. So there is, oh my god, how am I going to find this? It was up here. So it costs these blue, red, and yellow ones, and then you unlock these automatic pilers, and then we just threw down a quick. Oh boy, the chests are full. Oh, this is a bad thing to actually pick. This water. This only stacks to 20. Let's pick something else then. Maybe this. Because then this isn't going to keep working for a terribly long time. Okay, so that's not available. This. Okay, so that's available. Good. Sorry. Delete this. Actually, we'll just. Yes. Get rid of all of these. Then we can keep sort of demonstrating it a little bit better, because it'll actually be running. Okay. So let's change this filter to this and this filter to this. Okay, so the way these work is that, okay, you can see that they're double stacked here, and then what happens on the output is that they get to quad stacked, right? So whatever comes on the input just goes to the output twice, right? Now that does mean that you need 2 of them to get a full belt, but it does increase the capacity of your belts massively, right? Like essentially it goes to 4 times what the capacity used to be. And you can see that this is actually going to be transporting these at an amazing rate. Just an incredible rate. And the other thing that you actually notice is that these, the inserters will actually pick up the stacks of 4 as well. Now the other thing that I wanted to try, right? Okay, so if we can do this, why can't we do this? Okay, so the other thing that you can observe here is that it's not going to go past a stack of 4. That's the maximum, right? So there isn't much benefit from this, but of course if you have a 1 stack, right? So let's say that we set this to just stack 1, then this is going to go to 2 stack, and then this is going to go to a 4 stack, right? So whatever comes on the inside will get doubled on the outside, and up to a maximum of 4 with this, what did we call it? The automatic piler. Okay. That's a really good, really cool thing to do. Okay, so now we're going to look at the next thing, and then I'll be back. All right. Now, what else did they make changes to? So we've looked at the Dyson sphere. We've looked at the piler. Now I want to look at the Proliferator. Okay, no, the spray coater. Alright, so let's build those. This is amazing. Alright, let's get it to 4. Alright, logistics station. Yes, this is going to be very messy, but that's okay. Alright, let's charge this up. Right here. We're going to want to make, you can charge at whatever rate you want. We want to make these here. After setting up the spray coater, the conveyor belt and input the proliferator into the sprayer. From the upper port, the cargoes carried on the conveyor belt can be sprayed with the proliferator. When the cargoes are used as raw materials for the next level of production, it can obtain an effective extra production speed. Alright, so I want this. We need steel. No, what did we need? Yeah, steel. What else? Those things. I hope I have them available. Circuit boards and... okay. Somewhere near the... oof, where are they? Ah, here they are. So we probably don't need a lot of this. We'll just sort of put this to here. I know I have these available in some fashion, so... okay, put those in and put these in. Really? There are no circuit boards? Really? So how do the circuit boards work over here? Well, we'll just take a bunch of them. Oh, there they are. Alright. I guess we've exhausted our local supplies of it right now. Alright, where is the production for this? Where does that go? We don't have any of this available. Where are the drones? Ah, here they are. Okay, put the rest of the drones there. Why are these not available? Okay. Prism, so this, but it also doesn't supply. It just sort of goes around here. So we have a few plasma exciters, but it's not really going to help. Okay. Let's see. Good luck finding those. Oh, maybe they're not made on this planet anymore. No, a whole bunch of materials are not arriving here. Like this. For some reason. Aren't they supposed to be available here? Right, let's take a look. The OST, yeah. No stone. That really sucks. And what is going on here? Oh, so that's all full. So this is all good. The steel production is still working, at least locally. So let's see, I'm gonna check the steel, and just hope that that works. Actually, one of the things that we can do, why isn't it entire star cluster? Okay, it's just that we're not producing anywhere near enough. I see, okay, so let's check. I just want some of those here we go. Right. We'll take a few of these over. Might just be production lines spinning back up. I haven't played on this save for a really long time. Really long time. Where were all of our production lines? Over here. Okay. Where are the plasma exciters? Alright. So let's put down transportation. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna make a mess of this, but whatever. So we need this. How do you go up again? Ah, right. Right. And I don't want you to do this. Okay. We'll just delete this for a minute. Alright, then you can deliver those into there. And then they should come over. Well, actually, where do I need it? I need it over here, right? Okay, well anyway, it's coming. They're coming. Everything here? Yeah. For the most part. I think this will clean itself up when we... Actually, let's stop this research. for now. Right, so production. I want you to make this CPF proofing point. Okay. And let's put this here. And then the last thing. Alright, whatever. Then we have our output. I really just want to see how these things work. And then we should be okay. Okay, output goes to here. Input, input, input. Alright. So that gives me access to a few of these. So let's see, how do they work? Production, this. So missing proliferator input belt. So what did I actually need in terms of input material? Did they make some new fluid or something? X-ray, deuterium. Oh, I see, okay. Ah, okay. So it's just coal. You know what? How does this work? So is there like a... Alright, we're going to put down a proliferator production line that speeds up itself. Like a material line that just produces its own thing. So for that we need coal. So let's give these guys here. So what I was going to do, so if we spray coat, like I assume that's how that works, right? So that's still coming, right? And then we put down a few of these. I actually don't know if this is the right recipe. Yeah, okay. So then we do this. The power. Cool. forgot to do the input. I assume you use a how do you get it in here? Oh, is it? What? Put this here. How do you get it in here? I'm so confused. Choose starting. So if we take this one, okay, prepayments on about of being sent to acidic raw materials we provided right after. Ha. So what? Let's read this again. Sometimes it's confusing how they explain it. Now, is there a picture here at all? They showed. So they had. They had like a line going in. Oh. Collides with another object. So. No, I didn't want to do that. Alright. So let's try this over here first. Ah, okay. So I wonder why I wasn't able to do that over here. Alright, so ah, okay. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Okay. So, I think I get it now. So we go to here, then we go up, and then we go through here. Okay, and then it coats these things. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have a bit of a speed up here. Okay, so I think that should be fine. So what we can do here, is we'll just put this down. So you can see that it's plus 12.5% here being added on top. Okay, all right, I understand it now. Okay, the next change is actually slightly confusing. It took us a little bit of time to figure it out. So this is the way the Proliferator works. So this is a new thing that they added, and it's a way to improve the production. So the way it works, I think there's an autosave going on. Okay, the way it works is actually demonstrated here. There are actually 3 levels of it. So if we go to, well, firstly I'll show you how you unlock it, right? So the Proliferator is here, and they're Mark 3 and they're Mark 2 and so on. I don't know where all of them are. Okay, there's the Mark 1, and I assume somewhere, okay, there's the Mark 2, and then here's the Mark 3, right? So the Mark 1 requires these blue ones, and then it gets you this one, right? Number of sprays 12, extra products, production speed up, energy consumption is an interesting, like it's, so what it does is it actually increases the energy consumption, but it also speeds up the production. And then of course this one has a bigger effect, right? And then this has an even bigger effect. 150% energy consumption and 100% production speed up. I don't actually know what the extra products mean. So the raw material formula of the Proliferator has been further upgraded. When the spray cargoes are used as raw materials to produce the next level products, you can maximize the effect of extra products or production speed up. The power consumption also will be greatly increased and the equipments of the entire production. I assume that it just means that essentially you get extra output here. So you can see that there's, on top of this normal yellow line, there's this blue line, which I think is also a way, if we watch these numbers, so yeah, that you saw that there was a 2 tick rather than a 1 tick when that finished. So essentially what happens here is that you take coal, you produce this Mark 1 Proliferator, and then you feed it through this machine, and you have to lift it up by 1 level and then feed it through the machine, and then, you know, this gets filled up, and then any material that makes its way through here gets sprayed with this stuff, and you can see that it has that sort of yellow indication on it. And then the effect of it is that the production rate is actually increased. Of course, the power consumption is increased by 30% as well. And then not only do you get like extra fast production, but you also every now and then you get an extra bit of material on the output. And then of course, you know, there is the next 2 levels up as well that we're not going to make, but they work in a very similar way, right? Like you just need the sort of level 1 and 1 additional sort of item, and then you get even faster production speed up and you get even more extra products out of it. So it's like a very interesting I guess addition to the game. So yeah, we'll be taking we probably will be making use of this in various production lines, but yeah, so we're going to go into the next one, and once I have figured that one out, I'll be back with that. Okay. What else? What else is interesting? Geothermal power station, and okay, we already looked at that. Oh no, I should actually talk about this. So let's make these mining machines and a geothermal power station. Okay, how do you make these? Optical grating crystal. Okay. So let's put down transportation. So yeah, we want to produce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4. My God. So we need. Alright, let's connect the power. I hope that I have everything that I need here. I think the critical ones are. Let's see if I have those optical grating crystals available. Okay, good. Let's see what else. Okay, so we need this. What else? Okay, frame, material, and these are expensive. Those motors and quantum. Get me at least something, please. Okay, quantum chips. Oh no. Need at least something there, otherwise it's not gonna be great. Let's see, okay, you have some available, so let's just steal yours. Okay, there are some. Okay, we probably shouldn't be demanding this many. Alright, let's see if we can't find any processors anywhere. You don't have any. I know the processors are pretty expensive, so let's see where they're being produced. Let's see if we can't steal any. So this is missing the titanium glass. It's quite bad. So we are getting back to the problem that we don't have enough glass and we don't have enough stone. I don't think there's a way around it unless we find some of those processors anywhere. The only place that they could be is actually in the production of the research. So where's that? Over here. Here we go. It's actually really bad because we rely on this to produce our. Alright, let's take a look here. Like, we still produce it. Well, hang on. I need to. Well, I have these. I have those. I have some of those. I think that's the main thing, is that we have these artificial stuff. So we have... Yeah, I need some miners though. Alright, let's grab some miners then. We'll just have to put down some... unless you have anything. Nope, definitely don't have anything here. Ooh, this is bad. How much? Oh no! Our entire production is about to break down. We actually have to fix that. That's really bad. Alright. I think there's another way to make these. Yeah. It's from these things. But the main problem that we have is the stone production. It's just not keeping up. Alright, actually, the easiest thing to do is just to go to the other planet and see how we are consuming the stone. And then change that. Like, what are we doing with all of this stone? So we consume like 29,000 of it. Alright, so let's see. I just need to find the glass production. So yeah, this is not doing anything, this is not doing anything. This isn't really doing anything. So this is producing glass. So what else would be consuming a stone? That's also feeding the glass. Well, let's see what's actually being produced on this planet. So iron ingot, copper ingot, high purity silicon, titanium ingot. Not a lot of stone brick. I mean, we produce a lot of glass. We also produce a lot of prisms. Is there any stone available on this planet? 3 million. But it's like buried underneath this. I don't get this. And without stone, we're like pretty ruined, basically. Now, we can also look at what's consuming the glass, because I don't really need to be building things like solar sails or anything like that anymore. Or like the prisms. I guess we need to really turn off the... Like, what do you use prisms for? They make these. It must be the solar sails. Okay, I think I know what we need to do. We're still producing those rockets, so that's probably what's causing all of this. So let's turn that off. The rocket production. Really don't need that. That should solve most of the problems. Right, now the next challenge is actually finding that production line. So these rocket parts... Yeah, let's turn off these rocket parts wherever I can find them. They're sucking out all of the... Ah, here we go. They're sucking a lot of the materials out. But they're not actually producing. So what are we actually producing here that could lead to... Okay, so coal, electric motor, processor. We are producing a lot of these and a lot of solar cells. Still producing a lot of frame material. Are we producing the rockets? Where are the rockets? I don't know how I missed them. What? We are consuming a lot of prisms, which isn't really necessary. Producing a lot of photon combiners, plastic, producing those. So, what? Oh, production, power, Dyson sphere. What? Research, power. Why isn't that in there anymore? Okay, so I have to find it. Well, I have to find it manually anyway. Amongst all of this, I have a vague memory, very vague memory of where it might be at. So, what do these get used for? Solar cells. Oh, we will need this for geothermal. So, I guess we can just stop producing solar cells. Because the only thing they really do is they get used or they get put into these. So let's try and find our solar cell production, because we don't need them anymore. It's all good. Oh, we must still be shooting them up, maybe? Also, je moet je slaap je bed. I know Twitch is... I know Twitch is saying that there was an error, I couldn't update it. Oh, here we go. Now I can. Right. Let me fix that. Oops. When I started the stream, it wasn't possible to change it. Okay, thanks for the note. Now now it looks like it is possible. Okay, so let's see. Need to find the solar sails. Wherever they are, because we don't really need to produce those anymore. Here we go. Solar sails. Right. We can stop producing that. Let's see what's here. Thank you. All right. I think that should clog things up. And we can also do this, set this to 0. And I think that should solve the problem eventually. So what do these take? They take these photon combiners, which are being produced over here. Okay, there's no more demand for that. There's no more demand for this. Okay. Do we actually produce the solar cells production should be going to 0 here, wherever it is. Yeah. It's basically going to 0. And this is now going to 0 as well. Good, that's what we need to see. Prism production is still pretty high, but the consumption is going down. Well, it's coming back. So what is the prism used for? Should only be used for this. Might just be building up its storage. Glass production is going. Any titanium glass available now, or any of the processors? They're not showing up in the list for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm not producing them at the moment. I'm not producing them right now. Yeah, this is now... I think it should just be a matter of time until those solar cells, or the demand for some of those... Okay, here we go. So this is the... What is it making? Titanium glass. Right, so this is actually making it. Not making it. So let's see where the solar... is this the titanium glass? Yeah. Still none available here. So I was seeing that there was glass production on this planet. In fact, sort of 14.4K of it. So let's try and find out and see where the glass is going. should be in a smelter. Well, let's make sure. Yeah, so there's production. Oh, hang on. Local planet. Ah. So, are we actually making glass here? Oh, there's an autosave. No, I don't think we're making glass on this planet. What about titanium? Well, right, let's go look at the other planet and we can see where it's going. I didn't expect these kind of problems. Thought we would just be able to focus on the new stuff. What? Actually, what we can do is we can just go to the start, back to the start, and turn off the solar cell production straight. That's what I'm going to do. Let's save this with some things done. Okay, and then we'll just load. Stream end. Okay. That will make it a lot easier. And we'll just turn off the solar cell production straight away, and then hopefully we won't run into those problems. Alright, get all of this out of here. Oh, we do need to... Alright, so solar cells first. And we can actually also try and find the rocket, because at the moment this is still working. That's going to stop working. Alright, so solar cells to 0. Solar cells to 0. These ones as well. So, do we have any, still have any titanium glass production still happening? Let's see. Okay. I just want to make sure it sort of keeps falling here. Alright, it looks like we have curved it. Got rid of it. Let's check if there's any other nearby. Because essentially we need to stop the prisms from being used in this. These things. And we can also... I think I don't need any of this material here anymore. So... that should get rid of the demand. Ones here. Alright, let's check it again. Okay, we can also see that this photon combiner has essentially gone to 0, which is good. Alright, so the other thing that we just need to do is stop all of this. And so we've done the proliferator. The only thing that's really left is the geothermal. We can look at that. Geothermal power station and this miner, right? What is customization? Dyson sphere we've done, spray counter we've done, proliferator we've done, automatic piler we've done, geothermals left, advanced mining machine, and then yeah. Okay. So let's just add those things. Geothermal, extraction, and photon spotlight. Alright. And the way that we do this is that we go yeah, we should definitely not be queuing up any research right now, because it'll consume those green things, which we don't really have in abundance. Alright, let's change this to research. And actually the other thing that we should do is essentially set this to 0. I don't want anything available there. Save us from disaster. Alright, that goes really fast now. Okay, so let's do the geothermal one then. Alright. Let's see, where is that hub that we were working with? I think it's over here. Yeah, alright. So the geothermal. Right, hang on, let's, before we do that, okay, so we've essentially stopped producing these, we've essentially stopped producing these, which I think should mean that plane filter production is still here. Okay. Quantum chip production is still here. Okay. Whew. This is still here. Glass is still available in a big way. Titanium glass is being produced. Okay. I actually want to know where. Okay. The carrier rockets are being produced as well, so we need to stop that. Alright, let's stop that. Because that's also very resource intensive. I think that's somewhere. Somewhere, yeah. It's somewhere, I think on the other side of this. Like somewhere around here. Okay, we've set this to 0. I thought it was like over here somewhere. Maybe down here. Here are the carrier rockets. We can just follow a delivery, I suppose. Well, I also set this to 0. And these are not going to be producing anymore for now. But I still want to know. Ah, here we go. Okay. So you're making 0. So yeah, okay. So that's starting to pile up, and then this production should go down to 0. So I think that we have essentially gotten rid of all of the crazy material demand. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in 1 minute, and then we can keep trying out new things. let's keep going here. So we need a transportation station right here. And then I think we had some drones here. Let's get rid of this. Clean up all of that. Alright. Oops. I did want to grab them. Let's grab like a few hundred of them. Okay. Now we need... Let's see if I can remember all of these things. Well, looks like I cannot. Oh, the optical grating crystal, right. Remote demand. This was supposed to work. It worked last time. Alright, we'll have to see what's going on with that. So what else do we need for that? So the titanium alloys. Right, let's get this frame material. Here we go. Some of it is coming. That's good. And then we needed this titanium. What else? Okay. Alright. I can remember those. Okay, and we need some of these. Okay, better get some of these in here. Quantum chips. Is that production still going? Is our quantum chip production still up? Okay. Yeah, our quantum chip production is doing pretty good. Okay. We've got some inbound, which is good. We've got 100 inbound. That'll take some time anyway. Right, so I think that we will just draw. Right, let's land here. What did I even filter here? Right, let's make that those items. And then I'll just grab a third one, let's say these, and then put down a few of these. I don't think we have this yet. Okay, what's the last one? The titanium. Okay, and then we can go through here, and then we will also produce. What are we going to produce? Buildings. This. All right. This is a very complicated building process, but that's okay. Let's put this down. Yeah, none of this is going to be pretty, it's just going to be functional. Actually want to get the miners going as well. Alright. They're not going to be putting down any... Well, I mean, the output isn't really going to work here. Alright. We just need... Oh yeah. We didn't have that box. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna make that box right now. We will just do this. Actually, I will make that box, but I'll also make this building available. Alright, we can charge. And we can also have that stuff. Did I not get enough drones? We can also have these drones. Okay, cool. We don't really need a lot of them. Let's say like 300. Okay. Actually, let's research. I just want this stacker as well. Okay. Because I think it'll be cool. So let's put let's put this thing down, and for that we need these steel items and this. We don't need like a huge number of those, so let's get this in. Okay. Cool. So we don't need you. Let's see. We need this and this. Actually, that was a mistake, but that's okay. We'll fix it. We'll get this instead. Storage box building here. Then we need to have this output. Come on, there you go. So we can have, I just want a few of those storage boxes, and then whilst that's working, let's also start making the geothermal power. Okay, we need another one of these. How is this holding up? Okay, this is holding up fine. This charge. Alright, so let's put in. Where's the geothermal power plant? Here we go. Okay, so we need something. I already forgot. Okay, steel and this. Alright, let's get the steel. Don't need like a huge amount. Okay, let's add this in, this. Okay, what else? Photon exciters. And what else? Okay, those motors. Get less of these. Okay, so everything is coming here. So let's make this side the input. What are some of the most needed materials? Okay. easier for me to pick one of the others. Okay. Let's see. And then we also need this. And what else? I think we're good. This is just then the output. Alright, so let's make these geothermals. What are you missing? Okay, steel. Ah, okay. You are missing that. Alright. Didn't they reduce these input buffers? I don't know. Alright, so let's grab. Alright, we'll grab like 70 of these. And like 50 of these. And oops, yeah. Don't need like a huge amount. Alright, good. So let's check. I think this is, yeah, we want to go to this planet. It'll have everything that we can want. Alright. Alright, let's go through here. Yeah. Good. So, alright, let's see if we can find some lava. Alright, let's go up here. Alright, here we go. Alright, so let's put it down. Into our grid. So how do they work? Okay, they make about 2.7 megawatts, which is not a lot. This only makes 360 kilowatts. So it's a little bit more than the thermal power plant. Alright. And then... oh, did I not take... I didn't take those with me. Anyway. Okay. These are great. Okay, and then it looks like you see the reason that I want to bring we're gonna need to do this a little bit better. Alright, actually before I do that, let's go back. because I wanted to bring those stackers, because that's a natural thing to use to combine, right? Oh, cool. They part ways now. Okay. Let's see. Nope. Oh, I don't think I actually ended up building it. Okay, that's why I didn't take it. Alright, let's put it down. Right, so we want to make these stackers. So rid of it. Okay. Because I want to give this and this. Okay, so for these, we don't need as many. For these, we just need. Alright, let's see if I can. No, we need that. Okay, so steel. Okay, these motors. What was the last thing? Processors. Okay, I don't need like a huge amount of these. Alright. Okay, good. Okay, so what's the biggest one? Right, so the cogs. So we'll take the cogs here. And then we won't take the steel, we'll take these. I know that I already did this, but I think I want to combine that because it makes sense. They have like so many of those outputs. Alright, let's get off here. Alright, the steel production and then the output. Alright, there we go. Input, output, input. Alright. Give them to me. I need like 10 or so. Maybe I'll take like... Actually, no, I want to demonstrate this in a... This is gonna be the thumbnail. Okay. You'll see. So we essentially have... What? How many outputs does it have? I think it has 369 outputs, maybe? Anyway, let's take... Maybe 100 will be more than enough, because in this thumbnail we can actually get this in as well. Maybe 50 will be more than enough of these. So once we have 50, I'm gonna stop it. 47, 48, okay, cool. Right, and then let's go back. Now I know it doesn't sort of use the sprayer thing, but that's okay. Alright. I'm really looking forward to actually building or starting this whole thing again. Alright. Okay, here we go. We got to where we wanted to be. Alright. So, gathering. I think this should be fine. Now I know it doesn't cover everything, but I wanted to have this is not great. I should have all of these outputs available. So if we go here, right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we'll only do 8 here. So that goes straight into there, goes into there, goes into here. Right, so let's put this here. I think this will be really cool. We'll have those in the background as well. We'll put some more here. Right, so then on the output, we really need to combine essentially 2 of these into 1, right? Right, and then we have let's put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Okay, and then we need to combine this. And then we would put transportation right here. Now, I know it's... Alright, let's go here. Hand these in, hopefully this stuff will get picked up. I don't know if it will. Alright. We can always delete it. Alright, cool. So let's put some of... Come on, give me some of these around here. Alright, I think this will be a really good thumbnail. Hang on, let's zoom in a little bit. Because it captures so much of it all, so screenshot that. Alright. Okay, and now we can keep going. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the last little bit here that we have in terms of the patch notes, which is the actually pretty significant stuff. One thing that I should say, the capacity of logistics storage vessels increased, yes, and the logistics station storage has also increased, so that's something that is just research that we could be working on here. So they've added a lot more of this stuff here, right? So you can actually increase the logistics drone capacity by a huge amount. Like there are 3 levels in here and there are 2 levels in here. So that's something that I hadn't mentioned before. And that also, if we look at it, it adds like 2,000 to the interstellar station storage caps. So that's really cool as well. But yeah, then we have these, like an advanced mining machine. The way this one works is that, as you can see, we've put down 1 here. It has a much bigger catchment area. And then it actually has 9 output belts. Now, we're not producing anywhere near enough from this to actually fill all of those 9 output belts fully. But yeah, this is how it works. It just has a bigger catchment area, so you don't have to put a billion of them down. So that's really cool. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It has 9 output belts. It mines 100%, 300% gathering speed. I guess that's another thing that you can do. You can increase the gathering speed, and you also can do the cargo stack count, and it just uses the I guess the tech limit for that. So that's really cool as well. I didn't actually notice this before, but presumably this is going to also consume more. Yeah, you can see that it consumes more power. So one of these produces 10,000 per minute. That's actually really, really good. If we look at our normal production here of the entire galactic system, we're not producing a lot of iron ore at the moment, presumably because storages are full and that sort of stuff. So yeah, you can see that our consumption, hang on, entire star cluster. Our current production is about 8,000, and this thing alone added 10,000. So this is actually a pretty significant boost to our production. And then you can see we put a little bit of a cargo stacking arrangement in place. It's not really necessary, but if this was producing full belts, this is an easy way to get this into production lines. So yeah, it's a very cool machine here. And then the other thing that we have is geothermal power. So for that, that was one of the other things that they added. You can generate power from magma. So that's really nice. All you do is you just put one of these down on magma, and then it all works. And it produces about, if you look here, it produces about 2.4 megawatts, which is a little bit more than the thermal power plant. But of course, this is essentially free power. This is like wind power, right? So it's actually really handy to have this available, especially on this kind of plant, which is one of the first ones that you expand to. It's always hard to get good power here because it's just going to be a mining colony, right? So yeah, that's the geothermal power. I actually show you how this works the same as any other, any other mining thing. So you just need like a source. Let's see, is there a source here somewhere? Okay, yeah, you just need a source, and then you can sort of figure it out how you want to put it down, just as before. Now you do have to be a little bit more careful with these output belts. Like if you put it down like this, you're gonna have or like this, you're gonna have a really hard time with lining up some of those output belts, which is why you probably want to snap it to the grid as much as possible, like that, and then it actually covers everything. So yeah. And of course you just need to add power to it, then it starts working. There you go. And it also actually looks like it you can pick up straight from like you don't even have to connect the output belts. You can actually put down transportation. And demand this. And then they will go to here and actually pick things up. So that's really cool as well, actually. So you don't have to actually put a lot of these down. You just go around the planet, hook these up, connect them to power, and then you send the drones to collect. Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, this is an excellent addition to the game. Like, really excellent. This makes, like, putting down mining outposts, like, 10 times easier. Oh my god. We didn't even need any of this. Wow. these planets have become really powerful now, a really, really good expansion, because, you know, these will tend to have your iron ore, your copper, some silicon, some titanium. Like, these are incredible expansion planets now because you can get power for them easily. You have these mining stations where you just put them down and deliver them. So, yeah, these are some really, really good changes. And the last thing that I'm going to look at, but I'm going to play around with it first, is to see how the customization works. Alright, I don't really know how to do the customization. Mecha panel, armor customizer. Ah, okay. Fold, expand. What? So we've just added like some armor or something. Okay, then we can like do all sorts of things. Okay. Okay. So I need some iron ore, okay. Right. Can like add things to here in some way. I don't really understand how this works. I don't really care about it, I have to say. And then you put like plus, and then you get like all these different things that you can add. Okay. So it looks like there's a lot of this empty file name. Oh. Okay. I guess this is somebody who has looked at it in a big way. And so how do you like go back? That's something that I don't know. So for that you need some plastics and stuff. Alright. Okay, so for the mech customization, I'm not going to pretend that I put this together. That's one of the default things that you can load here. You can do all sorts of crazy things, which is quite cool. So the way that it works at a high level, and I haven't spent like a huge amount of time with it, but like, you know, we can add materials, and then, you know, you can click there and you can add like these various plates. And then if you yeah, so when you click on it, then you can also do other things with it, presumably. But yeah, you can add various panels to the mech and make it have all sorts of sort of bits and pieces on it, any kind of design that you want. So, I mean, that's the sort of customization here. I think you can probably also change the colors of these things. And then what you have to do in the end is that you have to actually have the materials in your inventory to be able to apply these changes. Of course, I don't have any of them in my inventory, but yeah, I think, you know, what I'm going to be doing is relying on other people to figure out how to make these great designs, and then I'll just pick some of them and then try and find some of these materials. Now what is this thing here? Titanium ingot and iron ingot. Alright, how about this? We'll go back and we'll apply one of those. But yeah, so that's the customization. I'll go back to my home planet here. Oops, let's land. Hang on. I need guidance. And then we can sort of collect all of the material together and actually apply one of those designs. So I'll be back once I have that figured out. Alright. What do I need? Okay, we need blue research cubes. Right. So let's go grab those. Alright, let's see, where are they? Where are they? Alright. So we needed what, like, let's put like that many of them in our inventory. So we have that, then we needed titanium and iron. Alright, I think that should be available at our sort of import hub kind of a thing. So let's go there. Somewhere here we should have that material. Okay, that's the steel. It's other things. Grab some of this. Oh man. Here we go. Alright, we need quite a bit of this, so. How much do I have in my inventory now of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 900 of it. But I need 7,000? Alright, so. Okay, now that we've figured it out. Okay, so we're back at our sort of import-export hub. Now, we need quite a few materials, so let's put that into our inventory. The way that you get to the customization screen is that you click on the mecha panel, and then what you can do is you can transfer items from inventory into here, so you can see that we have enough of these blue research cubes, we have enough iron plates, and we're just sort of gathering enough of these titanium, which is going to keep arriving here. Alright, that should be enough. So let's transfer all items from inventory. Nope, still not enough. Alright, I think we need another one delivery here to arrive, and then we should be okay. Alright, good. I know that's a little bit more than we needed, but yeah. Okay, and then we can apply this design, and then yeah, pretty cool. I actually like it a lot. I'm never going to be able to put any of that together, but that is certainly very cool. So yeah, that's a pretty excellent make customization thing. So I assume people are going to be spending time and making these sorts of things available to others, and then, you know, people like me who have no talent for this sort of thing can benefit from that. Alright, we just crashed a little bit there. I also like that the wings move. So yeah, I think that's everything that was in the everything that's in the patch notes. So we'll leave it at that. So for the guide, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye. Alright, so that was pretty fun. Lots of cool new things. I like it a lot. Like a lot. It's so the stacker is kind of neat. I really like the spraying mechanic, because you can make your production lines far more productive, right? Like, you don't need as long lines anymore. You can just apply those sprays. Now, it's gonna add more space, so it's just sort of at the start, and you can just, like next to these here, right? You can just put them in and apply all of this spray. Now you have to, it means that you have to demand the spraying material, right? But yeah, and of course what you do is you apply the spraying material to producing the spraying material, right? You've got to do that. So yeah, and then the new miners are really good as well, because, you know, it means that you just have to connect the power, slap one of them down, or maybe a few of them down, boost it to 300%, and you get out of there again, right? Rather than having to put down like 1 million of those miners. And the fact that you can get to like 10,000 very, very quickly with them. Now that's gonna chew through source materials in a big way very quickly as well, but yeah. So that's really cool. And then the geothermal power is also a really good addition, because it makes sense for your first expansion planet to use them there, right? And you're always going to have problems getting power on those, but anyway. So anyway, we'll leave it at that for the stream. And yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out the humankind pieces and Stellaris beta. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. You can expect a Dyson Sphere playthrough to start after we tried maybe the Stellaris beta and the humankind stuff. And we'll sort of weave the Satisfactory and the Dyson Sphere program things together, maybe alternate or something like that. We'll see how we work that. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time.